for what is expected to be his final season. CP3 previously spent 6 years with the Clippers, leading the team to its most successful stretch in franchise history. Paul ranks second in NBA history in both assists and steals. He played last season, if you remember, with the Spurs. So including the signing of the veteran and Chris Paul, it's been a very busy off-season for the Clippers. LA also signed free agents Bradley Beal, Brook Lopez, and acquired John Collins in a 3-team trade. The Clippers also re-signed star James Harden to a 2-year deal worth $81.5 million. Let's say hello to NBA analyst Kendrick Perkins, who's with us now here on SportsCenter. And Perk, give me your reaction to Chris Paul joining the Clippers.
Well, one, say it's not breaking news, it's just NBA news, right? Chris Paul.
Dog days of summer here, Perk. We're doing what we can, you know?
Right. Right. Chris Paul signs with the Clippers on the vet minimum. Solid pickup for the Clippers for him coming in and being a backup point guard. He's one of the greatest floor generals to ever do it. Now you add them to this veteran roster that's gonna compete at the highest level, well-coached team. They have a lot of good pieces on this team, and they're gonna be in the thick of things. They're gonna be a top 8 team in the Western Conference, but we know what CP3 brings to the locker room, an extension of Ty Lue, his leadership, being able to play off the ball. We saw his stint in Golden State playing alongside Steph Curry. And so, yes, they do have a nice veteran roster, but they still have a lot of questions.
Nice veteran roster with a lot of ages that start with the number 3 and now one that start with the number 4. I'm just gonna point that out. Obviously, as you see on that full screen, the Clippers made a bunch of additions this offseason. We just talked about it. ESPN Bet had their title odds at 33-1 when the season ended. Now they're at 16-1 now, though. How do you view the Clippers in the conversation of maybe championship contenders?
I don't. This is an old folks home right now. Nursing home, in my opinion, when you look at them, when you look at the league, everybody is getting young at the wing position. That's the most important position in the NBA when it comes down to be able to defend at a high level. I understand going to get Bradley Beal, Chris Paul, you got James Harden. But again, those guys are great when it comes down to being offensively good, but defensively, you're gonna have to get stops, especially in the stacked Western Conference when you got elite perimeter play all across the board. And so when I look at the teams that I feel like are better than them, the Rockets, the Thunder, the Nuggets, even the Lakers right now with the additions that they added, I just see this team having a really good regular season and being a tough out in the postseason, but not legit title contenders in my eyes.
When you mentioned the team that just won the championship and the Thunder and a team like the Rockets, I mean, outside of Kevin Durant, these are two very, very young squads. Very different, I guess I'll say, in terms of the Clippers with their age difference.
The NBA future Hall of Famer Chris Paul is signing a 1-year, $3.6 million deal with the Clippers, as per multiple reports. It'll be a reunion for C5